Three, two, one. Hello and welcome back to Steel City Screams. My name is Ashley Ray.
Brenda, am I?
Bryn is on the struggle bus.
I am. I'm trying to angle my shit so it looks, nice and stuff. Um, Welcome to my life.
Mine's never angled right. And also, I'm in a new location today. The lighting is not good.
You look fine. I have my little lamp and we're working with the lamp. Because it's dark now. So,
I like your hair. It looks cute.
oh, thanks. This is my natural hair. I just said I'm not
Mm,
gonna do it until after we finish recording, which we're also, I think we're gonna film another one right after this. I don't know yet, but I'm not I'm just not doing it. Just gonna change the t-shirt and call it a day.
yeah. Well, I am here. I'm on my couch because my doggy, he's getting better, but he was sick, and he's most comfy on the couch, but he also needs me by his side 24/7. So
Mm-hmm.
the couch has been my bedroom, living room, dining room for a week now, over a week.
But
So
I get it. I get it.
yeah, but it's not bad. I'm getting some okay sleep.
Decent sleep.
Decent
Decent.
sleep, can't complain. So today
Mm.
we are going to talk about Bryn's film Never Return.
Ooh, baby. I'll never do that again.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I will definitely do it again.
Oh, but no. Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna talk about Never Return a little bit on today's episode. And I'm really pumped about this movie. We have a great cast and crew, and the Indiegogo is up now. So please be sure to go to indiegogo.com and put Never Return in the search bar. I actually also at some point during this want to actually screen share for you guys and show you kind of how to navigate everything and what you're going to be seeing on the Indiegogo page. So we'll get to that. But
And we'll put
Ashley,
the link in the bio.
yeah, we'll also have the link in the comments, the bios, all that stuff. So it's on the link currently is in my personal Instagram, Steel City Screams personal, whatever, business esque Instagram.
It's in
um
my personal Instagram too.
and Ashley's as well as at the Never Return movie. So it's at Never Return movie. I'll put all of those in the bio that we type for this episode. So that way you have multiple sources. Um, but sorry, I sniffled right into the mic.
It's allergy season. We're on a tornado watch currently.
Bruh, my mom told me that when I called her a little bit ago, and the lady I live with, she said there's going to be storms tonight, and I was like, "What is happening?" But then again, it's like global warming. Y'all don't want to fucking listen, but I digress.
Well, well, hopefully global warming doesn't get us so we can film Never Return.
I would like to hope so. I pray every day that the world doesn't end anytime soon. But
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, so I was kind of thinking that we would do this episode kind of as like an interview with Bryn, the director, about Never Return.
I'm so down. Ask me all the questions, Ashley Ray.
Okay. Oof. Okay. So, um, when so the Indiegogo has a video where you kind of talk about like when you first made the film, or I'm sorry, when you first made the script. So let's talk about a little bit about that, where you got the idea, when you first wrote the script, and how it's evolved since then. Tell us all the details.
All the tea, all
All
the
the tea.
info. So I've had this script for almost 8 years now, which is crazy. And the reason why it's funny because I caught myself saying 4 years because I'm only 24, but I feel like I graduated high school like yesterday still, but I graduated in 2018. Um, but anywho, when I was a junior in high school, um, little 17-year-old me, um, 16, 17, same thing. Um, I took drama courses in high school. So I started in theater, even as an actor, behind the scenes, all that jazz. So my junior year, I wrote a script called TikTok, which is now Never Return. And it had the same premise, but of course, a smaller cast. And you have to work with a stage. You don't work with cameras. You work with what you get on stage, all that stuff. I'll never forget though. This is the funny part. This would stress a lot of people out for sure. And sorry, but I'm calling my high school drama people out. Sorry, but this is what happened. So we were at our last dress rehearsal. We were performing like the next day. And we were supposed to finish lighting everything for my actors and everything. And that didn't happen. Literally, all my lighting and everything got done right before the performance happened. So my actors had to get on stage, go through the whole thing like an hour or two before their actual performance. So we all had to show up earlier, had to go through the whole thing so that way they could properly light. It was stressful because I'm like, dude, this should have been done yesterday with everybody else's. Like, why are we doing this? But that's what happened. But you know what? Thank you to who was in my cast at that time because y'all killed it. I'll never forget that day where I had that up on stage and all these people saw what I wrote and all that jazz. And it was a really cool experience. But I knew from that moment forward, even when we were rehearsing and everything before it went completely on stage and blah, 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 that I wanted to make it into a feature film because a lot of people should know by now, whether they've listened to the podcast or not, if they've just met me, whatever, or even looked at my social media. I love horror. That will be a huge part of my career forever until the day I stop breathing. It will be a huge part of my career, whether I'm directing it, acting in it, producing it. It's going to be a part of my career. Yes, am I open to other genres, other projects? Absolutely. But a lot of what you're going to see throughout my career is going to be horror, thriller kind of stuff. So be prepared. Okay. Okay. Hey. But at that time, obviously, I wasn't super in the industry. So like the film and television part of it. I was more in theater at that time. I was still very young, all that stuff. So as the years have gone on, I've met a great group of people, which is why we are here now. So that's pretty much where it all came from. Now, are you also asking me like what drove me to write the script or like where my ideas came from, right?
Yeah, so was there like a horror film that kind of inspired it or something that you just kind of thought of? Because I noticed like some of the stuff I write, I kind of will grab inspiration to certain things, or I'll watch a movie and I'm like, oh, I want to make something that is like this. Obviously not a copy, but is there anything that inspired you specifically?
Right. So I agree with you. You don't want to make it a copy. So, because then, there's the copyright stuff, blah, blah, blah. But my inspirations for sure were, there's so many tip of the caps to a lot of slashers in this movie. And what I mean by that is like there's going to be moments where you see like the killer, standing looking at the dead body or whatever, and they tilt their head or whatever. So that's like, oh, Michael Myers. Oh, that's cool. Um, a huge inspiration for the script as a whole though is the video game Until Dawn that we've talked about in one of our episodes.
Mm.
It's not the same really at all. Especially if like once everybody sees it and then they've played the game or watched a playthrough, it's not the same. It's different at a lot of levels. It again is a very much, not that Until Dawn isn't horror. It is a horror game, but it's a slasher horror film
Yeah.
with drama and love, lots of blood, some guts. We have some iconic kills that I'm really excited to shoot. Like I talk about that with some of my cast, and I'm like, dude, this is gonna be so badass. Like you have no idea.
Yeah.
But like the gore aspect, I definitely feel like I got inspiration from like Damien Leone's Art the Clown from Terrifier and Terrifier 2. The gore aspect of that. Like I said, there's just a lot of tip of the caps to films that I loved growing up or have grown to love in the horror genre, specifically slashers. Slashers
Yeah.
are like my favorite horror films of all time, for sure.
Yeah. So what can you tell us a little bit about it? Like without any spoilers, just a little synopsis.
So a little synopsis for Never Return. So Jackson, who's going to be played by Carmine Alvezio.
Hi, Carmine.
Shout out to Carmine.
Shout out, Carmine.
He's a sweetie pie. I can't wait to work with him officially because I went to college with him, but I digress. So Jackson and his friends go on a weekend getaway before they graduate college. Now, granted, some of them are in different age ranges, like a few years older, a few years younger. Ryder's already in college. He's the oldest of the group. But so, anywho, before they go to college and graduate and all that stuff, they go on a weekend getaway to Jackson's like family cabin, where they take like little vacations and whatnot. And they are playing a game, and someone gets called out, and it starts a little bit of drama. And Jackson's sisters, Carter and Zoe, end up going missing. And so we take a time jump to 4 years later. And now they've all been hanging out with each other and stuff throughout college, but some of them went to different colleges that are farther away, blah, blah, blah. So they haven't been all together as a collective group in a while. So now that they've grown a little bit, they're very much young adults now. They're about to really head into adulthood at like soon graduating college or a year or two away, give or take. And so they all get together again at the same cabin. And they're just ready to have some fun, talk about how their lives are going, partying, normal college kind of esque stuff. But shit goes downhill. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you.
Spooky. Yeah, so you have the Indiegogo, and what's cool is there's some really cool perks that so before we continue talking about the film, let's talk about some perks that fans can get to be a part of the film.
So before I kind of pick and choose a few to like kind of explain a little bit more, I'm very well aware that we're also in a time where people literally are just trying to live their lives and pay their bills. So what I really, really tried to do in this campaign is make sure that I can make things more affordable. And if you can't get a perk, what's really cool about Indiegogo is you can just donate whatever amount you want. If you want to donate just $1, you can do that. So with that being said, though, I also had to, because I work in the con world as well, kind of like think about in a way because of what I'm offering. For example, a video chat from or with Kaylee Heyman as an example, who played Brooke in Terrifier 2. She's playing Jo in Never Return, which I'm so excited to see her play this role, honestly. That is at 100 right now. So like there's certain perks that I had to think about the con world and what they price things at their tables for like combos and all that stuff. And just like I'm trying to think of how to explain it. I feel like you just got to balance it out. You know, they're an actor, they have the work behind them. You got to like think of the con prices and all this stuff and kind of just mesh it together in a way. So that's kind of what I did. Hold on one second, my throat's going to do its thing and I don't want to, I really didn't want that to be in the microphone. That would have been very upsetting for me. Um, but yeah, so we're offering like video chats with Gabriella Pizzolo, Kaylee Heyman, Rick the Selfie Guy, Felissa Rose. We also are having casting crew and then a full casting crew. So when you see the full casting crew, that also includes the top billing. So there's a lot of them being sold, but we're splitting them up into groups. Now, again, on top of that, with that being said, if say one of them sells out, say Felissa's sells out. If I go to Felissa and she's like, yeah, add more, then I'll add more. But otherwise, like I already like made a set number for the amount as far as video chats and or the cameo videos from set. The video chats are not on set. My apologies. I can't remember from 2 seconds ago if I mixed that up. My apologies. So it's like it's not that late, but it's late. Sorry guys, I'm trying. But honestly, when am I not like this? So it's fine. It's fine. So the videos from set is just like a personalized video sent to whoever purchases that. We also have survival kits, which I love the survival kits. I think it's a little bit different, but it's cool. So with each level, you get different things, of course. So it's first aid as level 1, fight or flight level 2, slice and dice level 3, and the killer finale is level 4. We also have the producer perks. Those are kind of stagnant in price as well. The producer perk, which is the big perk, that one's at 10,000 right now. And that's simply because like you get a lot of stuff coming in with it, but also you get 2 days on set with us. So you get to kind of have lunch or dinner with the cast and crew. You get to talk to us. Hell, you can even help out if you want to be hands-on. I'm fine with that. It would just obviously be more like a PA work-esque kind of thing. But I think it's also a really good way if you're purchasing the producer perk, if you've thought about, working on a set and everything, it'll kind of give you an indication on like how long your days will be, how crazy it can get, how many takes you have to take, like all those little things that a lot of people never realize. Like my family, I tell them about this stuff and they're like, huh? Like, how does that take that long? And I'm like, you have no idea. You have no idea.
Yeah, you kind of don't realize until you're on a set, and even sometimes you're like, why is this taking so long? And then you look and they're like, oh, the camera angle was wrong. Oh, technical something. So,
Yeah, it's always
they
something.
are, yeah. But and one of my favorite perks, and this was just something that I've always enjoyed if I see an Indiegogo that's out, is a special thanks in the end credits. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's a way for you to still support and then to show you're supporting, and it's just really cool to have your name in the credits. And 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 you did help out in a way, like you were part of this film because you helped in some way, whether that was helping with food or special effects or something like that. So it's not just like a special thanks at the end, like you actually did put something into this film and helped make it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the cool thing about these perks, is you're getting something but you're also actually really helping.
I agree 100%. You're taking all the words out of my mouth. Thank God, because my brain is all over the place. So, Ashley, thank you. I'm just going to say that right now. Thank you.
No.
Um, but yeah, so that's the cool thing about getting any of these perks. You're not only getting something cool at the end of the day, but you're also helping make sure that our actors get paid well, our locations are covered, our food is covered, all those little things that, again, a lot of people don't realize go into filming. And I mean, like, obviously, like the basics, of course, you want people, they're going to eat, duh. But a lot of that stuff costs a lot of money, especially when you're feeding at least 30 some people every single day for
Yeah,
multiple days. Um, so with that being said, like, I'm going to keep saying thank you over and over and over. Like, within 48 hours, I believe we're over 3K already, which I'm like, thank you. Like,
amazing.
I'm very blessed that so many people are willing to share, to donate, to talk about it. Because another thing, too, that I've really been trying to emphasize is, again, listen, if you cannot donate to the film, that's perfectly fine. Because sharing it will go just a long way because it gets multiple eyes on it. I'm not friends with
Yeah,
everybody that Ashley's friends with on Facebook. And or I don't know, I'm just going to say a random friend's name. Um, Come on, brain. Think of somebody. Like, I don't know, my dad. I'm not friends with everybody he's friends with on Facebook. My uncle, like, all those things that, like, they share it at least once or twice throughout this entire campaign. That's where then it's like, okay, more eyes. Then people are talking about it. Then we're asking questions. And so sharing it is just as helpful as if you were to donate. So, again, on
yeah.
top of that, too, you don't have to get any of the perks. You can donate $1 and you're solid. I'm grateful for the dollar. You still
Mhm.
took your time to donate something to this. And this film means a lot to me in a lot of ways. This is my baby. I've had this, script for many years. It turned into Never Return. And I'm really excited to work with everybody that's involved. I
Mhm.
sometimes still am like, you know, pinching myself because I have Kaylee Heyman and Rick and Felissa and Gabriella, and a lot of them now are good friends of mine. So it's like all of these people are great people and they're hardworking and they love what they do. And so those are the kind of people you want to surround yourself with too, who love what they do and will work their ass off. So I'm just, yeah.
Yeah. I do know, I wanted to, and you might have seen this, but a special thank you to John and Eric from Under the Floorboards podcast. They have been really great with sharing stuff about Never Return and getting it out there to more horror fans. And they're a really cool podcast that I listen to. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's really, I really appreciate it, and I know you do too. Just seeing other horror fans and people in the community who are spreading the love and want other people to see your work and want to see you achieve and have faith in something that you're doing because um, we'll talk more about that afterwards. But I have extreme faith in this project and you, and I'm really proud of you.
Stop
Um,
it. Thank you. I'm like turning red
so
over here and trying not to cry. Stop it. But I love you. Thank you.
So you brought it up a little bit, but let's talk about some of the cast. Let's talk about some of the crew. There's some really cool cast on there, and so let's talk about that.
Yeah. So we have Felissa Rose, Rick the selfie guy, and Kaylee Heyman, all from Terrifier 2. So I've Felissa, I should say, met Felissa on Macabre Mountain. Did you meet her at a convention before Macabre?
The first convention I met her at, oh no, I almost said the wrong one. It was Horror Realm when I
Mm,
was back in high school, I think, maybe like mm, ninth or 10th grade. It was very long ago.
gotcha.
And I've seen her just at other ones since then, like Pop Rock and Horror, Horror Realm, and then she was always just very kind and remembered me. And then the whole Macabre Mountain thing happened, and we both got to work with her, which was super cool.
Yeah. I love that woman. She's super talented. She's super fun. and she is a very kind soul. Like she really is. Like I've worked with her as a handler at a convention, and one of her commentary screenings of Sleepaway Camp. And she's just so amazing with the fans. She never leaves her table. You got to drag her to go to the bathroom or eat food. I'm like, girl, you got to eat. But she's a wonderful human being, and I'm really happy to have her attached. She will be playing Carmine's mom, Sherry, so Jackson's mother. So that'll be a really beautiful scene to kind of watch too, between those two.
And
Um,
they also look so much like they could be mother and son.
I know, and that's why I was like,
They
hold
do.
on a minute. I just cast these. It worked so well. What the? I don't know what that was, but this is what I mean. Like,
Demons.
I'm just so excited because they're all such great people, but also like, again, like I didn't even really like pay attention to that until I'm like, oh shit, like they really could be mother and son. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Um, and then we have Kaylee Heyman, who played Brooke in Terrifier 2, and she's playing Joe. And listen, when I was writing this, you know how like you kind of picture what the like characters look like? I never really initially had like an idea of that. Then I saw her audition and I was like, that's my Joe. There's no way. Like
Mm.
it can't be anybody else. That's my Joe. And she just has like, first of all, she's super sweet and she just has this energy and vibe. She's so fun and she's just like, hey girl. And I'm like, hi. She's just so sweet and she's so fun. And, you know, as a lot of people have seen Terrifier 2, Brooke has a sweet side, but she's sassy and she's like brutally honest and she's a bitch. But we all love a good bitch. And with Joe, Joe's not really a bitch, but she can be a bitch. And I'm like, because she doesn't take shit from anybody. And she's a powerful woman, Joe. And so I'm really excited to see her play that role. Because in certain instances, she is like Brooke. So I think it'll be really fun. And I'm excited for her to play that role. Um, Gabriella can I speak English? Oh God, here we go again. Every episode
Late.
never
It's
fails.
late. We're supposed to have a tornado. It's late.
Girl,
Well, I'm supposed to have a tornado. You're just
I
supposed to have storms.
I
I'm
hope
gonna get wiped out.
don't say that. Please don't
Okay.
say that. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Um, so Gabriella Pizzolo is playing Carter, which is one of the two sisters to Jackson, who goes missing. And Carter is very shy and sweet and if this is the right word, like the epitome of innocence. Like she
Mm.
is just honestly like an angel. It's honestly. And Gabriella, I met her when I worked at Steel City Con because I worked with her at a show. And we that whole weekend just really vibed very well. And she asked me like what I do for a living and everything. And I told her a little bit about Never Return, and she goes, oh, "It's a horror movie. Like, oh, can I read the script?" And I was like, "Well, girl, I was gonna ask you to audition, so sure." And it just honestly, it just like blossomed from there more and more. And every time I chat with her, she's just like, "I miss you. How are you? I can't wait to see you. I need to see you soon." Like all these little things, and I'm like, "Wow!" Like you also don't realize the impact you have on people, whether you are just meeting them or you are working with them. And she is just the sweetest person ever. And I adore her. And I cannot wait to actually like get on set with her. Because there's other things that I cannot reveal that she will be doing in the film that I am like so ready to like direct her with and all the things. So I think she's going to kill that role and it's going to be very, very great for her. So I'm so pumped for Gabriella.
That's exciting. And then you also have Rick.
Yes. We love Selfie Guy around here. And just because I have to say this, the Oscars, they did not give him his Oscar, okay? And that man deserves his Oscar. So give him the damn Oscar. I won't say it again. I literally, it was so funny because I can't remember how it actually came up, but we were talking about it at a show in Chicago last year. And then I made a video and I was like, Oscars, what are you doing? Like, give him his damn Oscar. And it's been like low key a running joke between like him and I and like a couple other people, but it's funny. Just give him his Oscar. But anywho, um, he is one of the most amazing human beings that I get to call a friend now. I see him at shows pretty often. I'll actually see him this coming up weekend at Spookala. And also, now that I brought up Spookala and the fact that he and I will both be there, I actually just ordered 10 posters of Never Return, and Rick will have them at his table. You can get it
Stop it.
signed. Um, I'll sign it if you want me to. Um, I can't say who I'm working with at Spookala yet. So on Friday, that'll be the 5th, I believe, right? Friday's
Oh,
the 5th.
it's a great
I
question.
can't.
Yes.
Okay, so on the 5th, when I am able to post freely on who I'm working with at Spookala, if you want to have me sign the Never Return poster and you're one of the lucky 10 that gets one, let me know. Now, when I'm working at the table with my talent, don't come up to the table. Please do not do that. Um, just message me on Instagram. I will definitely stop by Rick's table a few times as well. So periodically, like swoop around Rick's table a few times. But yeah, I was only able to order 10. And I also kind of wanted to do like a little test run with how they'll look or if I need to like change the format or whatever. So I can't wait
That's exciting.
for that.
That's
I
really
talked
cool.
with Rick about it and he's all in. So I got 10 prints. Um, and yeah, free of charge, babe. Free of charge.
Mm. Well, what's cool about Rick is I loved his story that he wrote when he posted his announcement.
Mm-hmm.
And because, well, am I allowed to, or can you say his name, who he's playing, or no?
Oh yeah. So Rick is playing Officer Reynolds, and he is more of a rookie cop. Um, so what's really, really like cool about this for Rick is his father used to be a police officer, and his father unfortunately has passed on. So when I asked him to be involved and to read the script, he asked me, he's like, can I please play, one of the officers? I said, I got you. And, he explained to me why. And I was like, oh my gosh, of course. No, no questions asked. I got you. And I think it's cool that I get to work with a friend, but also I really, really, really am excited for him because this is very personal to him. And I love that he trusts me enough and loves me enough to be like, yeah, I'll do your movie. And so I'm very grateful for Rick in a lot of ways. There's something else that he and I spoke about, but I'm going to hold off on it just
Um,
because we have to work out details. But again, if you're going to be at Spookala, there'll be 10 posters available. I will happily sign it. Rick will happily sign it. If you have questions, Rick and I will definitely tell you some stuff, but we can only obviously say so much. Um, But go by his table. He makes custom masks and they're badass. I can't even tell you how many I own at this point. Like this little Terrifier one. Let me actually just pull it down. So
Yeah, Bryn was cool enough to get me some masks.
oh my gosh, girl. Well, because we're going to use them for a photo shoots eventually. So
Yeah.
this is just one example. I actually can probably pull out the other one, but we'll start with this one. So this is an Art the Clown mask, and it's literally like a Jason mask, but he literally paints them himself and everything. And he signs them. And on the top it says, fuck yeah, girl, because that's what he says in Terrifier 2. And then he signs it for you. And this is actually when I first met him that I got this mask. And it was last
Oh,
Atlanta, not this past one. So Days of the Dead Atlanta 2023, January last year. Great guy. So makes really dope masks. He makes a bunch of different kinds, sports, horror, Barbie. Like you think of it, he
I
most likely
know I
got it.
saw the Barbie one. I
And
love the Barbie one and the Blair Witch one.
well, you might have to snag them.
I have a weird obsession with both Barbie and the Blair Witch, so when I saw that, I was like, oh, oh
Well, I love
perfect.
horror, so like all of mine are like horror-esque. The only one that isn't is my dad was like, "Can you ask Rick to make me some Steelers ones?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh," because I'm from Pittsburgh. You're from Pittsburgh, but so Rick made them for me for my dad, and I can't wait to get them home to him. So he'll get them. My dad will get them on the 8th, but yeah, Rick is I can't say enough. One of the greatest human beings I've ever gotten to call a friend at this point, and now soon to work with. Um, so yeah, we're throwing around a couple ideas, and there might be some cool perks coming. So because
Ooh, I love that.
I have more perks up my sleeve, I'm just in talks right now, and so I have to be mindful of what perks I put up until
Yeah.
I know what's going on and the talks are finalized and whatnot. So keep an eye out for all that stuff. But um yeah, those four are incredible human beings, lovely people, and great energy. And I can't wait to work with them for sure.
Yeah. Awesome. Any
What's
other
the
crew or cast you want to talk about?
well, I'll definitely shout out the rest of the cast. Oh, girl, calm yourself. So, as I've said before, Carmine Alvezio is playing Jackson. Josh Riley is playing Ryder. Um, Candice Air is playing Kaya. Goodness gracious. Alexis Neuenschwander is playing Micah. Anthony Dane is playing Paul. Sarah Elena is playing Jamie, and I'm really fucking pumped for Sarah. This is her for a lot of them, it's their feature debut, but for Sarah, it is her feature debut. And Jamie is a character that will be going through hell, and I can't wait to film her scenes with her. Like I really can't. I'm so pumped for her. I've talked to her a little bit about it and she's like, I feel so badass. I can't wait to do it. And I'm like, I can't wait for you to do it. It's so cool. I'm proud of her. I can't wait to watch that all unfold on set. Isabella Carlson is playing Zoe, which is Carter and Jackson's other sister. Um, Joey Richards playing Mark. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing anybody else. I don't. Oh, Ashley Ray is is
Like,
is playing is playing Lisa,
fine.
the rebel Lisa. Um, trying to see here. Thinking.
I think you got everybody.
I think I did. But just to be
Did
safe,
you?
I'm gonna double check really quick. Goodness gracious. See, I don't even know why I keep explaining every episode that, like, oh, I'm all over the place. I'm always all over the place because I have so much going on. It drives me
Well,
nuts.
it is a very big cast too.
Yes, it is. It is. Let me see here. I think I did get everybody. There are a few other roles that I cannot disclose yet for certain reasons. So more to come. But yes, I did get everybody actually. Amen. So,
Oh man.
Ashley, do you want to talk a little bit about Lisa?
Do you want to talk a little bit about Lisa? Tell me about Lisa because, okay, so I got cast as Lisa and I'm super excited about it. And so tell me your vision of Lisa, my character.
Well, my vision of Lisa is so she's very rebellious. She's the girl that sneaks out because mom and dad don't let her go out all the time, and she's a party girl. She loves to party and loves to have fun, and she can tend to be very flirtatious. Um, she's confident and she's sexy and she's badass. And, there's moments in the film where you can see that she's scared. But without revealing too much, there is a scene for you that although you are scared and the only person you really know in the group is Jackson, um, you really have a badass moment. You do. I'm gonna leave it at that so I don't spoil too much. But you
I
you
need
do
one.
have you do have badass in you, and you are a person that does fight to the end. So
I'm very excited to play Lisa because I am probably the total opposite of her, which makes it even more exciting. But I'll have
mm-hmm.
to work on my flirting skills because I don't know how to do that. So I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Well, girl, that's why I'll be there. I'll tell you what I need from you. And who knows, maybe we get your first take and I'm like, nope, that was it. There we go. Period. Point blank, period. Baddie, moving on. Cut.
Well, I thought about this because I'm like, okay, whenever people think I'm flirting, I'm not flirting. But when I am flirting, people don't think I'm flirting. So
Bro, do not get me started with that.
we'll
Okay.
go into a whole nother tangent about that.
We would go on a whole other tangent because girl, same every time,
Every
every
time.
time. But yeah, no, I'm really, really pumped to have you in the film to play Lisa. I think you are going to do really great. And I just can't wait to see what you do because it's going to take everything in me not to cackle during your introduction because of
Yeah,
what you have to do. Like, it's nothing like crazy, but bruh, I can't wait to see it.
my cat's excited too. Salem, he came to say hi.
Oh, hi, Salem. Kitty.
Um, Kitty, kitty. Yeah, I'm super excited. I already have been thinking about, oh my gosh, what do I want Lisa to wear? Well, what do you want Lisa to wear? And I have, we kind of talked about it a little bit because that was like one of my first questions because I'm always excited about character wardrobe. Um, but yeah, it's always cool to play someone who's different than yourself
Mm-hmm.
because although maybe I am a little like rebellious and flirtatious like Lisa, who knows? Um,
Spicy.
maybe I'm a little spicy.
You are spicy, not maybe. You are. You just don't. You aren't spicy all the time.
But yeah, and I'm super excited to be a part of this, especially with it like being your first like feature and you directing it and it's super cool. It's an honor and I'm so proud of you. And obviously even more proud just as like how we've become close friends over the past few months. Like seriously, like over the past few months, I feel. Did you change my mic again?
I don't know, but you did break up for like a second and then I heard you again.
Yeah. So I am super looking forward to it. I'm so proud of you, and I have faith.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh. But to shout out a few crew real quick before we get into anything else. Adam Michael, he is going to be the DP camera guy for the film. And
The camera
and,
guy.
and he also helped me rewrite the script a little bit as my co-writer. So he's also helped me, get a lot of things together for like contracts and whatnot. So he's been a huge help as my production partner. So shout out to Adam. Love you, buddy. See, gosh, there's so many people that I could shout out. Jake Baker, love you.
We were
Can't wait to
just
work with you.
on Jake's podcast.
Yes.
I don't know when it's coming out, but we were on it.
I think it's coming out within the next couple weeks, if I'm not mistaken, because I swore he said it was around this time. So it should be
Talk
coming
about
out.
Unhinged.
Oh, that was very unhinged. I can't wait to listen to it. Oh God. Um, but yeah, Jake, Nick Barr, Tony Walters, Liz Cutshaw, she's doing sound. I can't wait to work with her. I've heard nothing but great things. Corey Share, I think is how you say his last name, or Sheer. If I said it wrong, I apologize. But Corey also for great things. Can't wait to work with him. I mean, I can go on and on. There's so many great people. Britton Hemmings, Rob Sandlin, Cody
Hey,
Scott,
Rob.
Lindsay Lavornia, just a lot of great people that either I know or somebody else on the crew knows and has worked with them and talked very highly of them. It's just, I cannot say enough. It's a great group of people that I trust and I'm ready to work with again or for the first time. And it's going to be a great experience.
Well, what's cool too, and I don't mean this in a, I guess in a positive way, but I don't mean it in a negative way. I feel like it's going to come out negative and I don't mean it. But this is a group of a bunch of different people. A lot of indie films stick with the same group of people.
Mhm.
And I'm really thankful for you giving so many people opportunities that they might not have in the indie world. So I really appreciate that about you and other people who do that. Not that I'm saying it's not good to have, obviously we work with a lot of the same people, and but I really appreciate you giving people just a chance for, more people to come together and to learn and to, you know, just spreading the love.
Agreed, agreed. Yeah, I mean, I definitely get what you're saying there. I didn't think you were talking negatively of it because, of course, like once you find your people, you work with them pretty often. But at the same rate, like, bring in new people, keep your old people, but like, mix it up. Like, you don't have to work with the same people every single movie you do. If that's how you roll, that's how you roll. And that's totally fine because you trust those people. That's fine. But I think, within this industry, you got to give people chances and you got to believe that they know what they're doing, especially if they're highly spoken about by at least one person. Like,
Mhm.
I don't care if it's just one person or 50. Like, if you have the work behind you and you have somebody talking you up, okay, let's have a conversation. All right, you're cool. Let's do it. So
Yeah.
I think it's just important to, open up more and give people opportunities that are very serious about what they do, um, especially in this industry. No one's perfect either. So it's like,
Right.
what's the
Yeah.
difference? So give people opportunities. Give them
And
the opportunity.
a film never goes perfectly. There's always going to be something that's going to have to change and stuff like that. So and you just kind of adapt and I'm excited to work with people that I've worked with before and work with people that I've looked up to and work with new people. And it's very exciting.
I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. I can't wait to see you
Same
on
pup.
screen.
Me too. I'm excited because I mean, I won't give details, but this is like the first film that I'm going to be doing that I get to get some blood on me.
Yeah, everybody's gonna get a little blood on them,
I'm
whether
so
they're living or
excited.
dying. I
Yes.
mean, so I get what you're saying. No matter if somebody is going to die or live in the movie, they're getting covered in blood at some capacity, some more than others. And I can't wait to watch those moments, for other people to watch those moments and see those moments. I just think, as a whole, yes, this is a horror slasher film, but it is also very much has some love in it. It has a lot of things that people can relate to as a young adult, especially, or even if you're an adult, there might be like moments where you're like, oh, or like, same. Like, you just, when I write, I try to make it to where it's personal and understandable, and people can, how you watch like a TV show or a movie and you like, I don't know, a character dies and then you just start crying. Yeah, empathy. Duh. So like those are the moments in those kind of movies that I like want to put out in the world, because when somebody can do that in any other project, I'm like, damn, they did good. Like the writing was good, the acting was great. Those are the kind of projects I want to put out in the world. So that's why it's this script is much 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 more personal than anybody could ever know to me,
Yeah.
basically.
Awesome. Anything else?
Um, go check out the Indiegogo, y'all.
Check out the Indiegogo.
Please donate if you can, and if you cannot, please do not fret. It is fine. It is fine. It is fine. Go ahead and just share it on your socials. Send it over a text message to somebody. Talk about it. Um, I can't wait to get everybody back. Not back. Sorry, back on set. Like as if we already started filming. Um, I wish we already started filming soon enough, though. I can't wait to get everybody on set together and just make a kick-ass slasher horror original, that has some tip of the caps to some amazing horror films from all over the place. And I hope that when it comes out, it's something that people will want to watch 50 years from now and just fall in love with it over and over and over again. And I'm just very grateful. I'm blessed. Thank you all for the love and support. I can't wait for this film to come out. I can't say it enough.
Yes. Thank you.
But if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me on social media. Check out the perks. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all that Ashley and I got for you at this time. But if you have any questions and whatnot, please reach out. Don't hesitate to ask. No question is dumb. But I love you, appreciate you, and we'll see you next week.
Goodbye, my angels.
Goodbye, my angels. Be sure to like, comment, and share.
Money and share the Indiegogo.
That too. I'm watching
Never
you.
return. They're watching you.
They've been waiting for you.
Period. Salem is watching. And if you don't donate, if you don't share, if you don't follow Never Return, he's going to get you.
Salem's a savage.
He is.
Obviously. Look at him. Crazy.
Look at him.
Goodbye, my angels.
Goodbye, my angels.
Hi, everybody. I am extending this episode slightly and kind of giving you a little more input, I guess is the right word. No, info. And I will also be screen sharing on how to navigate Indiegogo in case you don't know. But I did want to show the posters I was talking about that will be at Spookala at Rick's table, which is 13X Studios. So I got to cut the bottom there. But these are the posters. There's only going to be 10. Um, so make sure you grab them. And I will sign them. Rick will sign them. I'll show them one more time. We'll show it one more time. But this is our current poster. Like I said, I'm going to cut this white part off tonight before I fly out to Tampa tomorrow. But I can't wait to go to Spookala. It's going to be a great weekend. Like I said, I will 100% sign the poster, but I am working with a celebrity guest this weekend. I will post who once the con starts on Friday. Please, please, please do not come up to the table to have me sign it. If you want me to sign it, I'll do it once that celebrity is on break or when I'm on a break. Don't bring it up to said celeb's table to have me sign it. Please, please, please do not do that. Come and meet the celebrity that I'm working with. As I said, you'll see on my socials who I'll be working with on Friday. So for the millionth time, I will sign it. Rick will sign it. If you have questions and want to know more info about Never Return, we'll tell you as much as we can, but we can only disclose so much at the current moment. I'm really excited to see Rick, and I think Spookala is going to be a really fun weekend. So let's go ahead and dive into the screen share for Indiegogo. All right. So I have the links on all my social medias. That also includes at Never Return Movie and at steelcityscreams. So you can go on my social media, Ashley's social media, the movie Instagram page, or Steel City Screams Instagram page, and the link will be in the bio. I've been sharing like crazy on my Facebook page as well. So again, if you have any trouble finding the link, go ahead and comment. And I'll help you through the process. But another quick, easy way for you is to just go to Indiegogo.com. So this is the front page of it. So you'll hit this search microscope thingy, it's not a microscope, magnifying glass looking thing. And you'll type in Never Return and then enter. Once it loads, it's going to be this first one right here. It looks just like the poster that I just showed you guys that we're bringing to Spookala. As of right now, we are at $26.97, which I'm very grateful for. So thank you for all the 10 backers that have donated so far. If you are able to donate, please, please, please do. Thank you so much in advance. If you can't, please feel free to share the link, talk about it with your friends. I really appreciate just the sharing as a whole too. So scrolling down, I typed up some information about myself, about the movie, what we need the money for. So you get to read all of that info. And then as you scroll down, you'll also see the talent and some crew that are attached to the movie currently. So as we've talked about, we have Gabriella Pozzolo, Kaylee Heyman, Felissa Rose, Rick, a selfie guy. We have Carmine Alvezio, Josh Riley, Isabella Carlson, Anthony Dane, Candace Eyre, Sarah Elena, Alexis Neuenschwander, Joey Richer, and of course, my lovely co-host, Ashley Ray. I am the writer and director, story by me, but co-written with our director of photography, our DP, Adam Michael. He, like I've also mentioned in the episode, helped me write some more scenes and clean up the script a little bit because it went from a script that was for stage to now a feature film. Jake Baker, he's doing BTS content. I'm also in talks with somebody else to help out with BTS content. Faith Boardman is our first AD. Liz Cutshaw will be doing sound. Roman Jossart, or Rojo, as he kind of goes by from time to time, he will be first AC. Lily Connor, she will be our script supervisor. Corey will be our props master and set decorator. Tony Walters will be one of our gaffers, and Nick Barr will be one of our grips. We have plenty of other PAs and other crew as well. Rob Sandlin, Britton Hemmings, Luke Damai, Jason Damai, Kim Damai, Lindsay Lavornia, Cody Scott, Navarre Gilberato, just so many great people, great friends, some new faces for me that I haven't worked with yet, but I've had a lot of people speak highly of them. So I'm really excited to work with everybody. There are a few other casting announcements that I cannot disclose yet because of talks I'm having. So that will be coming soon. But to get through some of the perks to show you a little in depth of how you'll check out, as well as if you don't want to get a perk, there is also an option to donate whatever amount you want, 1 cent, $1, $2, $3, whatever you would like. So at the top here, we're starting off with a thank you from the director. So that is just a thank you video from me. That'll be $10. A social media shout out, that is $15. That just means you'll get your name shouted out for supporting the film all over my social media pages. That includes Facebook, Twitter, or X, TikTok, Instagram, all the good things. Video chat with the director from set. So this perk is basically you'll have, I want to say I said it was an hour, 30 minutes. So while we are filming one day, I will have however many people buy it, but there are 500 spots because Zoom has plenty of space for up to 1,000 people. And you'll get to say hello to some of the cast and crew. We'll talk a little bit. You might get to see a scene. And just kind of see behind the scenes of stuff. So I thought that some people would enjoy that. So far, we have one out of the 500 taken, $4.99 to go. We have special thanks in the end credits. That's $25. So with that, your name will go at the end credits of the movie, and you'll get a special thanks in the end credits. We also have a video chat with the director and DP. So that is me and Adam Michael. This will be when filming is wrapped. You can ask us questions. Of course, we'll at that point only be able to talk about so much unless Adam and I plan it for once the movie is released. If that's something you guys would be more interested in, go ahead and comment that and let me know. We have a personalized video from Rick the Selfie Guy. So that would be kind of like a cameo, as if you got a Cameo. If you're not familiar with Cameo, Cameo is basically an app where you can purchase a personalized video from somebody. A lot of celebrities have them. They're all different price ranges. So this is just kind of similar to it, but we have nothing to do with Cameo. So personalized video from Selfie Guy. We also have a personalized video from Felissa Rose. We have video chats available, as I've talked about a little bit as well. We have individuals, and then we have a couple groups as well. So we have one with Felissa. These will only go for the top billing, will only go for about 5 minutes or less, depending on how the conversation goes. If we're able to extend and the celebrity is okay with it during your time slot, then we will extend it a little more. Sorry, it's very windy. As of right now, there's only 10 for Felissa, Kaylee, and Gabriella, only because that's our main amount at the moment. If they sell out and they want to do more and they're okay with it, we will add more. But at this time, there's only 10. Rick has a little bit more. So for Rick video chat, there's 30. And then for Rick's video, there's 25. He kind of gave me free range on the amount, but I didn't want to overdo it either. So he just has a little more currently. But again, if the talent wants to open up more slots, I will definitely make a post and let you guys know and add more if they end up selling out, and so on and so forth. We have signed script. You would get the entire script, and it would be signed. So I also brought up the survival kits. So first, survival kit level 1 is first aid. This comes with a personalized thank you video and a signed script title page. We have a personalized video from Kaylee from set, also from Gabriella. Video chat with cast and crew. So the difference between it saying cast and crew and then full cast and crew is only everybody else minus the top billing. So Kaylee, Gabriella, Felissa, and Rick would not be in this call. But we do have, I believe we're doing 2 groups for the full cast, which would include the 4 of them. And that is obviously a different price compared to just the cast and crew. And the crew would just be me and Adam, unless anybody else on the crew would like to join. Video chat with Kaylee, video chat with Gabriella. They're currently both at 100. Survival kit level 2, fight or flight. This comes with a personalized thank you video and then a completely signed script. We have the signed posters, which as of right now, the posters that I just showed you are the ones that we will basically be selling for on the Indiegogo, unless we get a new design, which of course you will know ahead of time. Again, I just wanted to do a test run with these, and Rick and I spoke, and so I'm bringing 10 of them, and 10 lucky people can snag a copy before everybody else. Feature your film in the movie. So I need a horror film and a comedy film. As of right now, I have one of these claimed. I'm working out everything with said person that claimed it. If it ends up not working out, I will let you guys know, but I mainly am now looking for a comedy film. So please let me know if you know anybody that would like to take that perk or not. Video chat with full cast. As I said before, this would include our top billing. Survival kit level 3, slice and dice. This one includes a signed poster, signed script, and a special thank you video from me and a cast member. I'm just going to use this as an example. So certain perks, you cannot add more than one. There's only a few that you can do that with. So therefore, with this one, you can only get one. So say you clicked on it, you want to purchase it, you would hit proceed to checkout. As I've mentioned in a post before, there is an Indiegogo tip. So this tip goes to Indiegogo, the company themselves. I'm all for supporting them because they happily made this platform for indie filmmakers like myself and many others that I've met and know that have done campaigns. So with that being said, it normally gives you an automated one, but say you don't want to do 40 and you want to do another amount. If you don't want to tip at all, you just put 0 and you're paying only 200 for the perk itself. You can do $1, then it'd be 201. Whatever you want to do, just know that you can adjust that tip. Obviously over here, you would type in your information, your card information. You want to hit that you agree with all the terms and have read and understand the privacy policies. Also, it does state any refunds after May 31st, 2024 are the responsibility of the campaign owner, myself, at my discretion. If a refund is done, I will make sure you get your money back. I will help in any capacity if there's any issues, so on and so forth. So then you would just submit payment after entering everything, and then it'll load and you'll get a thank you for contributing to my film. But that's just a small example. Let's continue going through the perks a little more. All right. And then we have a signed poster by top billing only. So that would be our bigger names. So Kaylee, Gabriella, Rick, and Felissa. We have signed slates as well. That will be signed by myself, Adam, Michael, Kaylee, Felissa, Rick, and Gabriella. And the signed slates, we are getting legit customized slates for the film. So the reason why, again, some of these prices are higher is because of how much money we have to put into purchasing all these items. I believe last time I looked, like our customized slates will be like 50 a piece. And then I have to consider the celebrity's autograph as well. So that's why it is at $277. We have 5 more left. So go ahead and grab that perk. And the level 4, which is the final survivor kit, that is the killer finale. That comes with a signed poster, signed script, a special thank you video from myself. Oh, wait, no, I didn't put myself. But if you want one from me, I'll do it. But you'll get it from 2 cast members. And then you also get a DVD. So I currently don't have a DVD perk. I'm still considering it. There are still going to be more perks added. It's not going to end after the 60 days. We're going to renew it and continue it up until we film, of course. So with that being said, there is a possibility if people are very interested in that, make sure you let me know, because the more are interested, the more perks I can add at that certain capacity. But that is the only perk that you'll get a DVD with, if I'm not mistaken. You might get it with the producer perks as well, because you get the killer finale perk with the producer perks. And then we also have be a police officer or EMT background. So it's background work. You would either be a police officer or an EMT worker. You will be working closely with our leads during your scenes, of course. So that I had at a little bit of a lower price, because also on top of that, you do have to pay for your own travel and lodging. So if you do have any questions about that, please let me know. We have the associate producer. That's at 500. So you'll get a signed script, name in the end credits, IMDb credit, and a special thank you video from the director, DP, and oh wait, no, that's a signed script. My apologies. Goodness gracious, I need to read better. Open your eyes, Bryn. But you'll get a special thank you video. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry, y'all. Yeah. We have the death scene / dead body. So we prefer that you are 18 plus for this scene. We already have 3 of the 4 claimed. I just added a 4th one because it has been asked about a lot. So if you are interested, I would grab that quickly, just because that is going to be the last one that I offer for this specifically. It's a very great death scene, very bloody, gory, and it'll be on screen, and you will be a dead body. All you got to do is just be asleep in bed and you bite the dust, unfortunately, but it's an epic death scene for you. We're also doing 2 premiere tickets. We don't have a premiere set up yet, obviously. That will be coming later. But that is $2,500. So you'll be able to walk the red carpet, attend the screening. I plan to have a Q&A either before or after the film, and a VIP party, and you'll get reserved seating as well. With this, like I said, as an example, you will get the killer finale perks. Travel and lodging is not included. Executive producer is $4,000. That will get your name in the end credits, IMDb credit, killer finale perk, cameo video from a top billing cast member, either Kaylee, Felissa, Rick, or Gabriella. And then you will get a spot in the full cast and crew Zoom call as well, which I think is a huge plus, because then you still get to actually talk with everybody and hear what we have to say about the film and everything once we get that all planned out and dates and such. And then finally, the producer perk, which is at 10,000. So you get your name in the end credits, IMDb credit, killer finale perk, name in the opening credits, 2 tickets to the premiere and VIP party, and you get 2 days on set. So you get to hang out with us. You can help us out if you would like. If you just more than want to just kind of sit next to me while I'm directing and watch how everything's running on set. You get to eat with us. You get to chat with us. But you have to cover your own travel and lodging. If we raise more money than we need, I would have no problem whatsoever with doing that for you. But until then, I got to make sure I get everybody on my cast and crew paid and taken care of and fed and so on and so forth. It's a lot of money that goes into this stuff. So I hope all the things that I went through helped. If you still have any questions or any issues, go ahead and comment in the YouTube video, or you can message me on my socials. If I can get the link in here, I will. If not, I went through it for you. And like I said, the link is in my personal Instagram bio, Steel City Screams, Ashley's, and the Never Return Movie Instagram, which again, I will definitely put those in the bio. So you can go check all that out. You can go check out the posts on the Never Return Movie page. But I appreciate all the support thus far. Thank you for sharing, donating, talking about it. I can't wait for Spookala this weekend, and I hope to see you there. So, love you guys, and thank you very much.